Our first award of the evening is the Pre-Medical Society's Outstanding Service Award in Medicine. This award recognizes a graduate whose practice of medicine represents remarkable achievement and who demonstrates an enduring commitment to the College of Charleston and to his or her community. The members of Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Student Pre-Medical Society of the College of Charleston, selects the recipient of this award. And now, let's meet this year's recipient.
I'm Rahul Mehra, MD. I'm currently CEO and Chief Medical Officer of MehraVista Health, and our organization focuses on employee and organizational emotional health. We try to keep people healthy and happy. I graduated from the College of Charleston in 1983. I didn't even apply to any other institution. Simultaneously, my dad was a biology professor at Limestone College, and he had wanted me to go there in Gaffney, but I decided to come here to the college and never look back. I have a passion for children in the foster care system. While I was professionally treating them and being compensated for that, along with that, I realized that there was a tremendous need in advocating for them in the foster care system in Florida. And so I've spent a fair amount of time doing fundraising for the Guardian Ad Litem Program in Florida, also educating family court judges on the process of foster care. And so those are some of the volunteer work things that I've done. I helped establish Alpha Epsilon Delta here at the College of Charleston, along with Dr. Harry Freeman and Bill Buchanan, who is now a physician and was a year ahead of me in college. And Alpha Epsilon Delta is a pre-med honor society. Given my own family's background in education, since my dad was a biology professor and my mother was a kindergarten teacher back in India, education and promoting honor in education was something very important to me. Being a physician is a privilege and an honor to be able to serve those who may have emotional or other needs.
Allow me to introduce Leah Russell, President of Alpha Epsilon Delta, and Dr. Michael Auerbach, Dean of the School of Sciences and Mathematics, as they join the President and I up here to present this award.
Dr. Mehra represents the best of the College of Charleston and Alpha Epsilon Delta through his passion for healing others. He truly represents what our members strive to be: dedicated to his patients and to the field of medicine, dedicated to his community, and dedicated to our college. I am truly honored to present this year's Outstanding Award in Medicine to Dr. Rahul Mehra.
Good evening. Thank you so much. I'm truly honored and humbled by the award this evening. And as y'all saw on the video, representation of my parents, who are both no longer with us. But rarely, in my opinion, are awards of such stature achieved by individuals, but rather those who support us in our individual journeys. And you've already had a glimpse into my mom and dad, who were very significant in my life. And one part of the story that was left out of the video was that in my sophomore year here at the college, my dad, in the way that he was, kind of just casually mentioned one day and asked me if I had met Dr. Harry Freeman yet. And when you're a smart aleck sophomore student in college, I looked at my dad, I'm like, how do you know who Dr. Freeman is, right? And he goes, I've known Dr. Freeman for the last 15, 20 years, because they were both pre-med advisors here in the state of South Carolina. And I said, okay. And I said, well, what are your words of advice to me? He said, well, you need to get to know him. He's an incredible human being, and learn all you can from him. And so as a result of that, in those of us that were pre-med and taking comparative anatomy, I had the opportunity to meet Dr. Freeman, learn everything I could from him, but also it was well beyond the student-mentor relationship. It became a mutually respectful relationship and one of mutual admiration, which led us to create Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Pre-Med Honor Society. And I was very humbled to be able to have him in my life. And along with that, both Tony Meyer and Karen Jones, who over the course of time have become incredible friends. I really wouldn't be where I am without their support. And also further want to mention my best friend and the love of my life, Kathy, and our daughter, Casey Marie, who is here this evening. Thank you both for your ongoing love and support. And last but not least is my dear friend, Dr. Gary Thomas, class of '83. And some of you may know Dr. Thomas. He's probably the best oncologist in the country. But he and I met in 1979 at the College Lodge. Now, Gary wasn't living there. He had the good fortune of his parents living here in Charleston, and his father was also an alumnus and postmaster of Charleston many years ago. The reason I mention that is for a lot of different reasons, is that, a friendship of 37 years that resulted, number one, because of meeting here at the College of Charleston. But number two, I want you all just to think about something very simple that's important to me and part of who I am. I was born in India and, immigrated here when I was 5. And if you stop and really think about it in the history of time, back in 1966 when we immigrated here, it really wasn't too cool to be from India. My mother wore the sari, and growing up in Gaffney, an incredible hometown, and the love support that I got there, I really can't put into words. But that relationship with Gary and myself, someone who is, born here in Charleston, grew up here, and this little scrawny Indian kid from Gaffney, South Carolina, has endured 37 years of a friendship. What's important about that? Well, what's important about that, in my mind, is what the College of Charleston represents. And that's respect, dignity, and the pursuit of happiness and learning. And this is a friendship that he and I have had. And thank you, Gary, for everything you've done in my life. And go Cougars.